All right, thank you for joining us today and taking time out of your busy schedule to celebrate International Women's
Absolutely.
Day. We really honor and appreciate your time, so we're going to keep it short and sweet. I'm Melissa DeLegdag. I co-chair the Denver location Women's Empowerment Network with Sarah Baltz here.
Right.
This year's theme for International Women's Day is Each for Equal.
Okay, so this year's theme is hashtag Each for Equal. Think equal, build smart, innovate for change. It puts innovation by women and girls for women and girls at the heart of efforts to achieve gender equality. And then could you give us a little introduction, your name, title, years you've been with Empower?
Yeah, happy to. Dan Morrison. I am responsible for our government business here at Empower Retirement. I've been at the firm coming up on 17 years, so a long time. Yeah.
Almost from inception, huh?
Well, we've been in existence for over 100 years, so not
Oh.
quite, but I've been here a while for sure.
So this year's theme for International Women's Day is Each for Equal. Can you share how you are enabling the world to be each for equal?
Yeah. So I'm a big believer in diversity of thought, right? And creating teams that come to the table, and each individual you bring diverse thought, and the idea is collectively you come out with better solutions than if it was just you, right? So certainly diversity of thought, that a lot of that comes from diversity of gender, so men and women, from race, ethnicity, a number of areas. It's interesting, I recently presented at a government conference, and I took some stats specific to this idea of diversity of thought. 55% of women in the U.S. today are actually the financial decision makers of the household, right? So that's grown a ton in recent years. And then you think about that, another stat, teams are as much as 158% more effective in reaching their target audiences if they actually have those target audiences represented on their teams. So, as a business leader at Empower, I'd be foolish if I'm not encouraging and building that diversity of thought and making our teams stronger by having really strong, powerful, opinionated women on the team.
Why is women empowerment important to you as an individual?
Yeah, in addition to that diversity of thought, certainly there's the business aspect. So data shows, and we've certainly seen it here, you have a more diverse thinking process, your business results are going to be better, so that's a good reason. It's the right thing to do, right? And then selfishly and personally, I'm the father of 2 daughters, so I've got a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old, and I'm constantly encouraging them to have a strong voice, to be constructive, to be heard, to contribute to conversations, ultimately so they can go and make decisions and have the ability to work at an organization like Empower, maybe run the government business at Empower one day. If I want that for my daughters, I got to start that, and so that's certainly important for our household.
Beautifully said. Thank you. Please share with us one woman who has impacted your life the most and why.
Yeah, there's so many women that have impacted my life. So I'll stick it at home, right? So it's my mom, my wife, my daughters. They're constantly impacting and influencing me. I look at my mother, and she ran successful organizations and businesses and had a very firm voice in how she interacted with us as kids and with people she worked with. So she influenced a lot of that same in me, and I carried that forward. So that's one example of a strong voice.
Thank you.
How will you continue to promote women empowerment and Each for Equal?
Yeah, I think one, you gotta create an environment. I think we've done that at Empower. It's important for all of us to uphold, you know, the culture that we've created that will continue to evolve and continue to create. So you've got to create an environment where people are comfortable to, again, I've said that have that voice and feel comfortable to contribute to the conversation, certainly. I think also where I have a impact or maybe some influence, we do a lot of hiring in government markets. And we've spent a lot of time very focused on we need to ensure that we have good, diverse candidates for every position that we hire, right? So that I think that we've had a lot of influence there. Today, you look at the government senior team, 67% of the senior team are women. You look at the nearly 400 associates across our government organization, almost half of them are women. And I think that starts with good hiring, and then you keep and you retain and you grow those individuals by having an environment where everybody's comfortable to share and contribute.
I love it. I love that. Thank you. What is one thing you would like our viewers to remember about you?
Oh, maybe not remember about me, but I would say, you know, have that voice, and you know, if you get a seat at the table, or, you know, share your opinion, share your perspective, and I think that's so important, whether you're a woman or an individual of color or a man, whatever it is. Have a voice and feel very comfortable to share that with the group.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that and for taking time out of your schedule again. I know how busy everybody is, and we really honor and appreciate you supporting us.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for having me today.